Steven Nelson is living out a dream calling Dodgers games. He's from Huntington Beach and went to Marina High School and Chapman University. And while learning to be a broadcaster, not knowing one day he'd follow in Vince Scully's footsteps. Nelson is calling a third of the Dodgers games this year, and as the only Asian American in the booth for a major league team, he tells our Jill Painter-Lopez his Japanese culture means the world to him.
Boys in Blue, sponsored by Capozio Buick GMC.
Steven, getting to be part of the Dodgers broadcast team as play-by-play, returning home, having grown up in Orange County, what does this job mean to you?
It's a lot. It's been a lot to take in. It really has been, because this isn't just any organization. You know, there are pro teams, and then there are others that are a cut above, and the Dodgers are certainly that. So that's one factor. Being back around the people that care about the most, my family and our friends, that's a factor. So I've said this is the honor of my career. I really do mean that. It's not blowing smoke to try and pander to the Dodger crowd. This opportunity means a lot, and trying every day to make sure I earn it.
Hello from inside the booth at Dodger Stadium next to the Bulldog Oral Hershiser. I'm Steven Nelson.
To own the distinction of being the only Asian American play-by-play in Major League Baseball, what does that mean to you?
It's a couple of things. One, it's a distinction that I cherish, but I also know the responsibility that carries, and so that's at the forefront of my mind. And, you know, as I embark on this new chapter in my career, because I want to do well for myself and my family, sure, but I know that it's not just about me. Dave Sims of the Seattle Mariners told me, you open a door, now you hold it open, because there are hopefully others behind you. And so that's why I wouldn't say I'm putting pressure on myself, but it's definitely something that I'm carrying, and carrying with pride, to be sure. But I didn't think I'd ever. That's not something I'm ready for. You know, I'm sorry for, I don't really have the words.
日本のメディアの皆様こんばんは。MLB ネットワークのネルソン・エツオと申します。
You've been able to speak Japanese and use that in work.
Squash. A little bit, yeah.
But you made it a point to introduce Shohei Ohtani in Japanese, and I know you tried to speak some when you were back in Japan. What has that process been like, and why is it important to you to speak in Japanese?
Again, I think it's just trying to stay connected with that part of my life. You know, when I was a kid, 4 or 5, I was really young. I went to Japanese school, J school here in the Southland, and you know, and then cut to high school. My high school offered Japanese. It's like, yep, I'm back in it again. And I was the only one in my household who spoke it, so I've never been able to really apply it. So it's very broken. You know, it's just that like kid school brain where you study to study as opposed to study to learn sometimes. And doing the games in Japan, it's just sort of inspiring. It's like, you know what, I want to try and get back on that horse a little bit and pick up more and retain it now as I get older.